Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on where you are located around the world. If you're joining us here live, I'd love to see where you are coming from. I see a Neonam that is from Ghana. Nice to see you. Hey, Nikki and Lando, welcome. PJ, welcome. Howdy. How you doing, man? Nice to have you here with us.
How's it
Tammy,
going?
why don't we begin a little bit by sharing with the folks, a little bit about us and how it all started for us.
Yeah, well, we've been in the industry for a long time. It's been 28 years, Chris. We just stopped counting. We just continue serving because we love what we do. And so the network marketing profession is something that we absolutely love because of what it does for families to help people like us, like Chris and I are just average people that were able to build a business from home and to have an above average lifestyle. And I know that if we can do it, anybody can do it when they really wrap their mind around it. And Got Back Up is was launched in April and just happened to be the friend of ours is the owner of this company. So we were open to listen. You know what they say, when know you like you trust you is a big factor in building business. People want to do business with people that they know, like, and they trust. So that's why we're here.
Absolutely, and I remember when we landed, we were in Mexico, and we landed I think it was in Tony Beach, Florida at the time. And moment we landed, I got the message from Joel to look at Got Back Up, and this is how it all started. And folks, the reason again we're very keen is because Got Back Up is lined up for the future. In the future, digital services is the way to go. And God Backup not only offers digital services, but it gives you a portal to access crypto, where you can pay with crypto and eventually receive crypto. And so it's a changing world, and God Backup is at the forefront of those changes. So one of the things that's important here is we're dealing with a venture that is designed to empower families with an opportunity, with massive growth and massive success. So for many people, it is time to turn your dreams into reality. And Tammy and I have witnessed that in our lives within the industry of network marketing. Back to you.
Yeah, and I think everybody's looking for opportunity today in this unstable world that we're living in. And you talk to your neighbors, somebody's doing something over and above than just a job, right? So the big question is, why are you here? And what is it that you want to achieve out of this opportunity? Those of you who are looking at this for the first time, these are questions that we ask ourselves, what we want in our life, and is this vehicle the vehicle that's going to help us get there? I know it is for us, and I know it is for many of you that are joining us today that are part of this company. And the big thing is, what is it that you really want? You want to have more time with your family, you want to make more money, you want to travel more. This is a perfect time. We're talking to friends who are always dealing with the snowstorms. I mean, what is it that you really, really want? Because Got Backup is an opportunity for you to get that.
I totally agree. And see, God Backup is here to help average people like you and I, folks, with above average ethics. This is not the kind of opportunity where you can just sit back and just expect for everything to come to you freely. There is work to be done. It is a business, but the right work ethics, we can achieve our dreams. And this is what we want to share with you. And we're really, really excited about that. As a matter of fact, this company began in 1997. Tammy stated earlier, I've known Joel. He was a good friend of ours. And in fact, we were using his services way back in the year 2001, 2, or 3. I forgot the exact time. But I remember when I started to say, well, I should create a website to support my team, because my team is always asking for this and for that. And instead of me emailing people, let's just do a website where people can just access the files and download it from there. This is how it all started for us. And Joel had a service that would host websites, and I think I used WordPress, and this is how it all began. Until he told me that, Chris, we're moving to the US, and it says, oh, am I going to have to find another provider? He says, no. As far as you're concerned, there is no difference. It's just it'll be the exact same access for you to access. It's just going to be from a different location. And what he explained to me is where he was located in Gatineau, Quebec, did not have the infrastructure, the fiber optics on the ground to be able to support the growth that they were having at the time. That's a long time ago. And then he moved to the US. Again, that was probably 25 years ago or so. And they bought this building. And this is what I'm really excited about is the building is paid in full. This is a debt-free company. Now they have an area of 10,000 square feet, and they're only using a small portion of that area for their servers that can support up to 1 million users. Imagine the potential, right? When we go back to start about talking about the competitors like Dropbox that have about 700 million users. Imagine we're crossing the 39,000, 40,000 users. What's going to happen to people like you and I earning an income that some of us are already making 5-figure with this company, who have reached 5-figure income with an amount of less than 40,000 members? Do you see the potential? This is what we're talking about. It's absolutely massive. And we want to talk about some of the major global trends.
Yeah, so we're going to go right into the two global trends that are out there today. And one of them being phones, right? Cell phones, smartphones. Chris, if you want to just change the slide, almost 7 billion smartphones in the world. Everywhere you look, everybody's on their phone. So everybody's taking pictures, everybody's taking videos, everybody's, collecting documents and creating stuff. I mean, everybody's in that zone. The younger generation, it's crazy. They were born with cell phones on their hips, and and we can learn a ton from them. But you can see the growth potential because of the demand of what we have for all the phones that are out there today.
I totally agree, Tammy. And in fact, just give you an example here. Today we have a representative from Canada. We have a representative from Ghana. This is in West Africa. We have a representative across the United States from the East Coast to the West Coast. And I'm sure there's others here, and some of you maybe going to pop in as we move forward. Every Tuesdays at 1 o'clock Eastern time, we do these presentations. Now, back to the presentation. When you look here at the percentage of global mobile traffic here, folks, from 2021 to 2023, now the numbers are staggering, but it's nothing compared to where it's going, where we're going. It's absolutely massive.
Yeah, and we talk about cell phone addiction. Everybody is using their cell phones all the time. Back in the day, I always laugh because everybody brings their cell phones into the bathroom. Back in the day, used to have this basket with magazines. You don't see this anymore. People go to the washroom and they take their cell phones and they do whatever they need to do, and they're on the phone. People are using their phones for alarm clocks. I know myself personally, if I left the house and I forgot my phone, I will go back and get my phone. I mean, our business is driven by cell phone as well. So it's what we do. So you can see all the different percentages of why people are using their phones consistently and the benefits of using cell phones. So that's why we have such a huge opportunity with this.
I totally agree. And the fact there's a downside to all of this, right? Data losses, it's a growing concern. It's amazing where 45% of cell phone users have accidentally damaged their cell phones or lost their data. Folks, that's devastating. Of course, nobody wants to use the hardware. It's expensive enough. But to lose your data, I mean, this is losing part of yourself. It's very damaging, right? Over 5,700 screens are cracked every hour. Laptop cell phones that are stolen every 43 seconds. And I think these numbers are quite modest, as a matter of fact. So they are concerns.
Yeah, and people are all looking for solutions. If you have a chat with any friend and you start talking about, data storage, and a lot of people are going to say, "Oh, my storage is full again. My storage is full again, or almost full. I just got that message." And interesting that when Joel connected with us, both Chris and I had messages from I think you had it with Google Drive, Chris. I had a message with my iCloud. Storage is full. So it was a great opportunity and perfect timing to really catch the vision of this. So
Absolutely, Tammy. In fact, I got them from Adobe. I got them from Dropbox. I've got them from Google Drive, and I mean, of course, Apple, right? Everybody wants a piece of you.
Yeah.
And the fact here is God Backup is coming with such an affordable price. So the point here that's interesting, folks, is looking again at the global trends is what's the second trend? Making more money. Would you agree with me? The fact is 42% of American, if I can focus on North American market, have side businesses. They're side gigs where we have side gigs. 62% of Gen X, these are my kids, anywhere between 18 to 25 years of age, right? My son is 22 now. My daughter is actually crossing the 25 to 26. I can't believe that. I still remember changing her diapers. She gets mad when I say this. The point here, folks, is this is the trends of today. People are looking for ways to make extra money. What about the rest of the world? This is what I'm talking about. Digital services is critical, especially when they pay you.
And the goal is to leverage both of these trends. So we're in an uphill right now where people they need more storage space and they need more opportunity. And so it's there whether you go out and get it or not, it is there. So you always want to ride that wave of trends in business.
Absolutely agree. And by the way, Evans, I really like that, where the data is the new oil. It's actually really true, right? There's so much money to be made with this. And the fact here is that what we want to talk about is two of the main products that God Backup offers, right? One is we're talking about the core essential God Backup data backup storage. This is what we have. The other things, we also have an upgrade version and you can choose to get. We'll touch on that a little later, which is called our VIP, to help you market your business and to take advantage of so many areas that we actually need to build our business and so forth. So we'll cover that in a few minutes, but I wanted to let you know that there's really two components that is really, really important that God Backup offers.
Yeah, so just sharing the core right here. So imagine having 6 terabytes of data storage that you could have 6 people on one account, unlimited devices. You don't hear that out there, all of this, and all for $9.97. And the best part, it's a home-based business that pays you. And you'll see as you start talking to people, lots of people need this storage, and it's 3 times more than the best companies out there that are competitors when it comes to data storage. So there's a huge opportunity here to grab onto this trend.
I totally agree. And as we move forward here, folks, what's important is understand that this is a business opportunity. You see, yesterday we had a presentation with some leaders. One of them were somewhere in Europe. And the point here is he could not believe. In fact, he had a hard time believing that all of this was offered for $9.97. He could not, we kept going around. How is this possible? How is this possible? And there was a lot of questions that he kept throwing at Joel as we were sharing this opportunity to try to validate, is this true? Is this true? So the facts here, folks, is the competitors, and this is something that's important to keep in mind. Of course, they're going to try to keep up with the trends. They're going to try to keep up with what people are expecting, right? They're going to try to match these things. You're going to see other servers, like you can see here, Google Drive, right? They're going up to 6 users. But generally what's going on is God Backup not only will offer you a price for $9.87, but if you pay for the year, you save 2 months. So if you do the math, it's less than $9.97 a month for 6 terabytes. So this is pretty amazing.
All right, so just a summary of all of this is, so the God Backup cloud storage, 6 terabytes of data storage for $9.97 per month, includes 6 accounts if you want to have 6 people on the account, and any device, right? So you can have an Android phone, you can have an iPhone, you can have all kinds of devices, PC, Mac, whatever it is, you can set up all your devices. And Chris and I are device junkies, so we set up all our devices. So doesn't matter where we go with whatever we have, we're always connected to be able to have access to our stuff. And so you've got
Absolutely.
automated backups, set and forget. You get it set up, and it's a set and forget system. Access to everything that you plug into this. Military grade encrypted security. And the facility in Texas is 10,000 square feet, data center. And they've got so much room in that data center to grow, to build out the what do you call it there, Chris? To put all the storage, to be able to store everything there.
Yeah, and you don't need to be a whiz in on this, in utilizing the service. You don't need to understand all of this stuff, right? You just need to plug in. And you're absolutely correct, Tammy. And here's the thing I wanted to mention, Evan. Today you're rocking, man. You're posting some great content, right? The parent company of God Backup is GVO. Why am I bringing this up here? It's because the next 4 slides, I'm covering the next 4 slides. It's one of the added value that God Backup is offering. Why? Because of the parent company that has all these services already that are adding it into a package that you can easily have access to, right? We call it the VDuber, which is a video. You can have up to 100 videos, which individually, this is a package that costs about $299 per year, right? So you can create your own video, which you can access after that for your email campaigns and so many things that are offered, which we'll come back to, which is included when you talk about the email campaign with the $997 with God Backup. It's way more than a storage service. It's also an email service that's there for you to be able to market your business. But that's something that's added. I kept remember going to Joel, say, Joel, I have all these videos that I'd like to create to make a better connection with my audience. Where can I store them? Do you have something like that? He said, absolutely. And this is something that was added in a VIP package, which I'm sure that many of you are aware of. And if you're not, make sure you get back with a person who invited you here today to get better understanding. Another one they offered is called Memory Place. Again, that's about $300 a year. Okay. So what happens here is let's say that you're going to an event, for example, a party or a marriage or whatever the situation may be. And then what happens is before the event, you send someone a QR code or a link that they can log into or click to. They don't even have to log into. They just click on it and they can upload all their pictures. So let's say you have an audience of, let's say, I don't know, a couple hundred people there. And everybody's taking their own version of the pictures. And they all upload the best pictures from their device into this memory place. Now everybody has access to all the picture that everybody took in that event. Isn't that cool? So this is the kind of thing that is really super useful. Number 2. Number 3, we also have a personalized promo link. What do I mean by that? You know, these landing page, okay, when you start your business with God Backup, and again, you'll hear about all this, you're provided a link with a landing page. So what does that mean? It's a link you send to someone else to look at the opportunity. But what if you want this in Greek or in German or in Italian, which I know we have many translation already done, but I'm just saying that let's say there's a language that's not done yet. You actually can duplicate the site with the language of preference, and that will be your own link that will be connected to the back end of your God Backup service. And again, folks, don't worry about the details. I'm not trying to explain how this all works. I want you to be aware of what's available to you in this VIP package people don't realize. What about a custom domain link? Let's say you go to GoDaddy and you create a domain. If you don't know what a domain is, don't worry about it. For those of you who understand what I'm talking about, you can assign this domain to any of the pages that you create, which was the number 3. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's so much offered here in the VIP program, and ask the person who invited you to this presentation, listen, I got God Backup. I don't have the VIP program yet. I'd like to get more information on that, or I'd like to get into it. And we'll show you the details a little later on as we move forward on how to be able to access all of that.
Yeah, so there's a lot of benefits with the VIP package. And so let's go back to the making money option. And just so you know, if you go into the compensation plan, VIP members will make more money because you're at a higher level of signing in. So let's go right to the first step. So there's 3 ways to earn. And direct referral commission is when you personally talk to somebody or you're creating an email database and somebody clicks on and becomes a member, you're going to get $20 when they purchase the $9.97 cents package. Okay. And then every single month after, you're going to get 25% every time they pay their $9.97. You'll get 25% every month moving forward, as long as they're active. So let's make an example. If you have 20 people that, like you, super excited, they decided to join with you, you made $20 times 20 people, which is $400 commission in the first month. If you get your 20 in the first month, you're guaranteed you made your 400 plus ongoing every month. It's $50 monthly in commissions with all the 20 people. So you know the kind of money you can make when you start bringing people immediately into the business. You're looking to make an extra $400, go get 20 people that are willing to invest $9.97 to get their 6 terabytes. And then there's an upfront fee for $20 once in a lifetime. I'll explain that after. And yeah, so it's a huge opportunity for so little in investment.
Yes. So the next one that we get paid is what we call the matching check commission. So number one, it's based on your efforts. You're out there and you're telling folks about it. You send them your link. They go to the page. If they like what they see, they opt in, they activate, boom, now they're in your business. Now, number two, what happens is you get compensated from the work that they do. So what you just did, if they duplicate that and they start enrolling people, they also get their direct commission. You are entitled to earn 25% matching check on their income. Let's go back to the example Tammy shared with you earlier. Let's just say that those 20 people, again, it's just a scenario, those 20 business partners, they earn an average of anywhere around $200 a month. Some might be less, some might be more. Okay. So if you look at the 25%, which is what we illustrated earlier, that's a $50 per business partner. So if you had 20 people that are out there working, that's $1,000 a month of commission, number two, based on the matching check. So this is where it becomes very, very, very attractive. And the team commission is very, very interesting. See, the team commission has a 2-team structure. There's a left team, as you can see there, and there's a right team that you can see there. What you see as direct referral, these are people that you have personally introduced to your business. Indirect referral, this is someone above you that are sharing your leg. As you can see here on the right-hand side, there's the indirect, right? And there's another one underneath which says direct. Well, that person that is underneath that referral here benefited from your work, just like you can benefit from someone else. This is the power of a team commission. This is really, really, really powerful. So as we keep expanding on this, the team commission, there's 3 steps. Number one is you need to remain active. Why would you want to be active? Well, one is you want to get paid. Number two, just like if you have a membership at anything you buy in the world, you understand that to have access to this service, you keep paying your monthly fees. That's why you keep getting your Netflix. That's where you get your Amazon Prime. That's why you get your Prime per volume. That's why you get your data on your cell phone. You understand? People pay their services monthly to be able to keep using them. The other thing is obviously you want to get paid. Number two is you invite others to do the same. And number three, start earning commission. And we'll expand on that in a minute. But just before I shift to the next slide, there's a power leg and a pay leg. What do I mean by that? Well, the power leg happens to be where there's more people. The pay leg happens to be where there's less people. That's what's called a pay leg. So let's carry on, okay, but how do I get paid? You get paid per cycle. Well, what is a cycle? Well, the moment you got 4 people on one side, 2 people on your right side, or the opposite side, I should say, then you get what we call a cycle. So the fact here, folks, is you can cycle unlimited. So as this business starts taking momentum, and let's say you got thousands of people on your left side and tens of thousands of people on your right side, you understand? Or either way, Every time it sees 6 in a format of 4 and 2 on either side, it generates one cycle. And a cycle will vary based on the company's profitability in that particular month. That is very interesting because the income could be absolutely staggering. Again, I want to bring you back into my example. What if you were looking at a company like Dropbox here that has over 700 million users? Should I repeat that? 700 million users. They don't give a dime to their customers. That's a company that keeps their profit, and that's great for them. But what about a company that got back up that share a significant of their profit, up to 75% to its users? That's what God Backup brings to the table. Folks, when this thing hits the wind, right? I'm telling you, when the world gets a hold of this and God Backup keeps expanding and expanding and expanding, folks, you're in for one wonderful ride. We call it joy ride. So tell me, how do we get started?
And just so you know, Got Backup is the only company that has this type of service and in network marketing. It's so powerful because, you know, there's a lot of companies out there and supplements and different things, and there's many, many companies. This is our advantage. We're the only company. So it's so powerful. As I mentioned a little bit earlier, it's $20 one-time fee. It used to be 40 and they knocked it down to 20 because they got more results signing up new members. So our owner, Joel, he's so generous. He says, let's keep it at 20. The more people that are going to benefit from this, the better. Plus the $9.97 monthly, or you have the choice to pay up front the $99.97, which gives you 12 months, your full year paid up front, set and forget kind of thing, right? And you benefit by saving a couple months of fees. So most people that I'm bringing in, they're just automatically going $99.97 because they're so used to doing it with other services, right?
Yeah, I totally agree, Tessa. It's an absolute no-brainer, absolutely no-brainer. And so as we keep moving forward here, I just want to share with you here the VIP program. That's something that's optional, but I highly recommend it. Look at the value that you get there, right? The video program, the memory place, the personalized promo link, the domain name, and so forth, right? These are all things that are offered to you for the measly amount of $24.97 a month, or you want to pay for the year, then it's $249 for the year. Now, what is this going to do? There's many aspects. One is it's increasing the company's profitability, which is increasing the value of a cycle. Do you remember what I said what a cycle is for? Well, everybody makes more money. This is the kind of opportunity that as people work collectively together, everybody makes more money. I just love this opportunity here. So get back with the person who invited you here today and don't worry so much about, okay, how do I get the VIP? There's going to be so many opportunities for you to access it. Once you have your account with your Got Backup, you can always upgrade once you log in. Got Backup sends some emails on a regular basis where you can click on it and upgrade. And it's all automatic. It's just going to be it's going to be included into your account, and all the services will just appear on the left-hand side of all the digital services available when you log into your virtual office. Tammy, how many countries are we into today?
Is it 132? It could be more. I think I saw 133 if I'm not mistaken. You know what's exciting about this is Chris and I have been in the industry for a very long time. We've always been supplement based, and it's a lot of work and effort to get markets open because you're dealing with the governments, your product approval, ingredients, and all of this stuff. So the companies that we were with and still consuming products is they were never more than 20, 23, something like that, but never like this. Why is it so easy to go into so many countries? Because it literally is borderless. It's an app, and you're working online and you're storing data. It's so simple. And it's exciting because if somebody says, hey, is this country open? You can easily say yes. And if it's not, you open it. It's fun.
That's the benefit with digital services. And folks, what's really interesting too is recognizing achievement. There's an expression where baby cries for it and adults will die for it. Folks, this is more than power and money. is recognition. And it's actually one of the situation that will fuel your business as a leader is to recognize the people within your business. That's another thing that the VIP program offers, right? So it's really, really interesting what we have here.
Yeah. So as you start earning income, you're going to go up in different rank recognitions, which is exciting. And I love the fact they have in the back office, as your team members start evolving in their ranks, they have a system right there that all you need to do is upload their picture and promote them on different social media platforms. So I love what they've put together that's systemized and easily accessible and easy to use. So, the first level is the bronze. The moment you made your first $20, you're a bronze member. That's super exciting. That's your first sign up. Super, super pumped. And then you go up the ladder and up the ladder. And as your income grows, you'll get bigger income. So our big goal, and we've always had big goals in life, is to become black diamonds with Got Back Up, which requires a lot of work, a lot of presentations, and getting team members to duplicate. So we're growing up the ladders, and it's exciting. And I know that a lot of you here that are checking in, you are also going up the ladders. Some of you super fast, so it's a lot of fun to see that.
Totally. And here's the thing that's really important as we end this presentation, folks, is a support system. What you see here is all included in your $9.97 a month. Is you get a personalized referral link. You get a personalized landing page. You get an email marketing system. Any of you that might be gurus understand that marketing email system are not cheap. It's included with the 6 terabytes. Marketing tools, regular online presentations that are hosted by the company and also hosted by the leadership, as you're seeing here today, this afternoon, or morning or evening, depending where you live in the world. We have actually training support. I know that on Monday at 7:30 Eastern, if I may just talk about Eastern time here, I know that we have training that talks about the services and everything that's available. And we do our presentations on the afternoon on Tuesday at 1 o'clock Eastern. And Joel does a presentation, or some of the team members will do a presentation on the cutoff on the Wednesday evening. And then on Friday afternoon, around 11 a.m., we have another presentation that is actually presented, right? So, and then from there on Saturday, Tammy and I do another training that is going to be conducted at 10 a.m. Right? Last year we focused on the money making activities. This year now we're focusing on some of the details and the mindset that are necessary for you to get into the income and the desired income. All of that comes in with your $10 a month. I don't know about you, but what kind of opportunity do you see all of that included for $10 a month? This is important you keep in mind that we're dealing in a very difficult time when it comes to our economy today. It doesn't mean that you can't thrive. What it means is you have to redefine yourselves and find areas that you can actually participate in and grow and cultivate to be able to get to the income, the desired income that you want in your life. And this is exactly what we offer here.
Yeah, and I love the fact that you have access to all the trainings, all the opportunity presentations. When you go to YouTube, GVO, you have everything there. So if you missed one, you can watch it. You can send specific ones to your team members. So everything is recorded and available for everybody to access. A product that everyone needs, as we demonstrated that today, and a business that everyone can afford. So you can see the potential here on bringing in many people into this company. And I know that it's growing exponentially right now because, like what you say, Chris, 40,000, that's 40,000 people out there telling their neighbors, telling people that they know, working databases, email responder system. It's incredible how fast it's growing.
So, folks, listen, it's time to get started. If you're sitting on the fence and wondering, listen, for a fancy cup of coffee, you're actually getting a service and an opportunity that will satisfy your needs, that can completely change your life. Don't procrastinate 10 bucks, folks. Move forward with this. And the worst that's going to happen is pass it on to someone else. But I'm telling you, this is not a time to procrastinate. That's a time to turn your dreams into reality. And the one thing that I'd like to share with all of you as we end this presentation, that presentation that you just saw is available to everybody. This is public domain. We have that available on our board. We also have the African version that's available. And I try to maintain the African versions and the North American version, I should say the world, the global world. You'll notice that we have a lot of different cultural different faces in the presentation you just saw. But some countries, it's better to have a different faces that can relate, the market can relate to. And that's why we have that. So we have the African version, we have the North American or the world version that we have here that you just saw. You can download this and you can make a copy for yourself and change as you see fit. But here's some tips from people that have made millions of dollars in this business. Don't change what's working. Use what's working. Duplicate what's working. Because if you break the cycle of duplication, it's gonna affect your income. But if you keep the duplication as is, and as you start reaching the pin levels that are in the gem kind of area, right? The sapphires and the rubies and all of these, right? Or emeralds. What happens here is now you can start defining some new ideas. Why? Because now you have the test of time that actually has proven results for you. Until then, use the system as is and grow. I'm telling you, there will be some millionaires in God backup, probably within the next 2 years. I'm being conservative here. And despite the growth that's going on, this information is available to you. So if you're looking for how do I get this presentation so I can present to my team, make sure that you get back with your leader, because we all know each other at the top. And then we can share with you some information to make sure you have access to all of this. Okay. Otherwise, folks, listen, have yourself a great rest of your evening, afternoon, or morning. And again, it's a real pleasure. Every Tuesday afternoon, if I may talk in Eastern time, we are presenting, Tammy and I, unless we are traveling around the world. So any last words, Tammy, as we end?
I say get in. That's what we did. We decided, you know what, we need this service anyways. And we knew a lot of people that could really benefit from it. So even if people are part of different companies, they need the service. So it's something that can easily be shared with anybody. Yeah, through this profession.
Beautiful. So everybody have yourself a great rest of your day, and we will talk to you soon. And bye for now.